An exclusive 5 on your side investigation into highly questionable spending of your taxpayer dollars. Our ongoing investigation, broken roads, broken system, into how Cleveland paves and maintains city streets, uncovered a decision by the city that has taxpayers asking why.
5 on your side investigator Jonathan Walsh follows the money from Cleveland to Houston, but he wants to know, did it need to go there in the first place?
You have to laugh to keep from being upset about it.
Every year, it actually gets worse. It's like a crater.
Eventually, it's going to be a bad accident.
Well, I almost lost a tire.
Ancient ruins look better than this.
Help, please.
We've shown you so many people upset with the condition of streets in Cleveland. Now, Danielle Glick on the west side.
Pisses me off.
Freddie Moore on the east side.
I'm pissed off about it.
Why are they so angry? Well, let's first take you back to February 23rd.
We are clear that our streets are messed up.
Cleveland City Council members were upset too.
Some of the streets that you did for me about 2 or 3 years ago, they're starting to come apart.
And asked a simple question.
Are we looking at best practices when it comes to fixing up streets?
Believe me, we use all the best practices we can find.
That's Michael Cox, Director of Public Works. The man next to him is Randy Scott, the Commissioner of Streets.
Matter of fact, the commissioner and I are going to a asphalt conference next month.
This is World of Asphalt 2018.
Ah, yes, the World of Asphalt Expo in Houston. But the thing is, what can people expect when they come down here?
Sure, they can expect to learn the latest innovations.
Just 2 weeks before that committee meeting where Cox said they were ready to go to Texas, there was the National Pavement Expo happening at the convention center in, you guessed it, downtown Cleveland. This guy from Elyria went
to see what new products they have and new ideas.
The same things Cox and Scott were looking for.
To talk to vendors and people that do this all over the country.
However, according to the mayor's office, they did not have anyone attending the conference from the city. Despite the fact that this is City Hall and that convention, believe it or not, was held literally right across the street. So, a month later, Cox and Scott headed to Houston. City records show their flights cost you, the taxpayer, nearly $1,000. What about hotel rooms? They stayed at the Le Méridien in downtown Houston, $443.43 per person per night. That means 4 nights for 2 men cost you more than $3,500. We found much cheaper nearby hotel rates during that same time frame. $259 a night, $189 per night, and all the way down to $144 per night.
My tax dollars are being wasted.
You couldn't come to the local one and not spend the money?
Keep in mind, our research shows nearly half of the vendors at the convention in Cleveland were also at the expo in Houston.
Even Germany have made it to National Pavement Expo this year.
City records also revealed Cox and Scott rented a car. Not uncommon, of course, but their hotel was a half-mile from the convention center. The car cost $470 for their stay. Now, they did need a ride to and from the airport. If only there was a way to do that without renting a car. Oh yeah, it's called a taxi. A cab each way, airport to hotel with tip, costs $33. So round trip, $66. Plus, taxpayers shelled out $34 a night for parking that car at the hotel.
Your Houston trip, do you think you could sit down and talk to us about that?
Let me have a conversation with my chief.
Yeah, we tried.
I saw your request, so we'll get something set up.
For days to sit down with someone from the city.
I'm trying to find out a little bit more about your story.
But once again, the city declined to be a part of our story. Look, we just wanted any details about what they learned in Houston. Can we implement anything here? Why did they take that trip in the first place? Well, the mayor's office gave us 0 documents, 0 records, or anything that lets the taxpayers know what they got for their money. Nothing. No one would sit down with us. And we weren't the only ones asking questions.
There's always something new.
So will you, Chair to the Director, will you be bringing that back to us so we can take a look at?
We'll bring back whatever we believe to be a better practice. Right. To do.
Even with that promise, we got no information, no interview. That's too bad because we still have a lot of questions about the trip, including what these guys ate. Would you believe that Randy Scott dined on filet mignon and lobster? Now, the city's going to say, we only paid for half of that because there's a limit on dining expenses. To which I would ask, so what did the citizens pay for then? His filet or his lobster?
You know, I have to go to McDonald's and eat.
Instead of spending it on lobster, you should be spending it on our streets.
And that's the point. These are the same city leaders that begged for an income tax increase through Issue 32.
Like the mayor, I want to thank the citizens of the city of Cleveland for passage of Issue 32.
They wanted people like Facebook page Fix Our Streets owner Terry McNeil to vote for it. Terry, by the way, did go to the National Pavement Expo in downtown Cleveland.
I was shocked. I was shocked. I asked every manufacturer, had they talked to anybody from the city, and they said no.
But they spent more than $6,000 total for a 4-day stay in Houston, when they could have spent a couple $100 filling this pothole that's been here for months, and others just like it that linger.
Help, please.
I'm 5 on your side investigator, Jonathan Walsh.
Now, the mayor's office issued a 2-sentence statement confirming they did go to the convention in Houston, but again, no specifics about what happened there. You can read the full statement and see the expense reports for both men for that trip. It's all on our News 5 app.